department. The second part of business that's important is finance. It's the ability to acquire the money you need, to generate the cash and the revenues, to borrow the money, to finance, to hypothecate, to mortgage. Money is a critical thing, and money is an area that you can learn in. It's a tool that you can learn to use. The third area that's important for business is production. Production means the ability to produce high-quality products and services consistently over time. And interesting enough, the word consistently is the key. Over and over again, you produce high-quality products, so people come to depend upon you and know that if they buy from you, they will get what they pay for. The next part of business is distribution, which is the ability to get your product or service to the market on time, efficiently, effectively, and predictably. Many companies run into real difficulties with distribution because they don't think through the critical elements in advance. The next part of business success is research and development. In a fast changing world, your ability to continually innovate and produce new products and services is essential. You have no chance unless you're constantly upgrading your current products and services and introducing new ones to replace the ones that are becoming obsolete. Now, the sixth part is regulation. In our society, which is highly regulated, your ability to deal with the requirements of governments, to pay your taxes, to comply with regulation, to comply with restrictions, to understand what they are, is an absolutely essential skill of management. Sometimes a company can be put out of business simply because they were unaware or did not make themselves aware of a particular legal requirement. Very important you stay on top of what government expects from you. And finally, number 7 is your ability to find the people you need. People are the critical factor. The ability to find them and organize them, to motivate them, manage them, to communicate with them to get the job done is essential to your success. And if you're having difficulties, it's usually in one of those 7 areas. Well, here's a rule that you've heard. Knowledge is power. But it's not just knowledge in the library, or librarians would be rich and smart. It's specialized knowledge that you can apply to get results that people will pay you for. Specialized knowledge increases the likelihood of your success. That's why we say control of vital information is a form of power. Good business people are constantly gathering new information about their business and their competition so that they have an inside edge over people who don't know these things. So one of your jobs is to aim at acquiring superior knowledge in your niche. You'll find the very most successful business people in every area are the ones who know the most about that specific area because they're constantly learning, growing, studying, reading, attending conferences in their particular business niche. Well, there's a series of reasons for business failure based on analysis of thousands of companies that have gone bankrupt over the years. What I want you to do is just give yourself a grade on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest, on how these might apply to your business. We'll touch on them in this lesson, and then we'll go on to into them in greater depth later on. First reason for business failure is lack of direction, which means that the business owner fails to establish clear written goals with plans to accomplish them, and the business owner fails to develop a complete business plan before beginning. On a scale of 1 to 10, how well are you doing on direction? The second one is impatience, is attempting to accomplish too much too soon, expecting to sell your products quickly, expecting to get out of the gate and become profitable in a short time. Patience is one of the most important of all virtues of successful business people. The third is greed. Many companies and businesses go broke because the owners attempt to charge too much and make too much money, usually from selling a poor product without too much preparation. People who are greedy in business are trying to get money that they do not deserve and which they have not earned. All long-term success in business is patient success. It's where people start the business slowly and grow it steadily and eventually make good, solid profits by delivering goods and services consistently over the years. So greed can be a real killer in business. Another killer is action without thinking. Action without thinking leads to costly mistakes. One of the reasons why we encourage you to do business plans and budgets and break-even analyses.